everyone, Sai is and welcome back to my channel Sai Tech. In today's I'll try to compare the both phones IQ7 versus the MI11X device in terms of the Call of Duty gameplay. So I'll try to explain which phone is the best for the Call of Duty and what are the things you need to consider before buying this device as well. And try to watch till end of the video, friends. Don't try to skip the video because you will definitely find a lot of interesting stuff regarding the both phones. And I'll try to use the third-party real-time FPS meter as well while comparing both phones, so you will get to know exactly what is happening in IQ7 and what is happening in the MI11X device. And one more thing, in the IQ7 device there is external RAM capabilities. So during this time of performance I did turn on that external RAM, as you can see, friends. So I just thought of letting you know before actually continuing with the test. And one more thing is that in the display I did turn on the 120 FPS as well. Let me try to show you, friends, in both settings. So both phones are turned on with the 120 FPS. The reason why I did this kind of 120 FPS because Call of Duty game will support close to 90 FPS and sometimes more than that depending upon the settings. I'll try to demonstrate you in this complete video. So right now let me try to open the Call of Duty at same time in both phones. So let's see which phone will be able to open the Call of Duty game faster, and IQ7 on this side and MI11X on here, as you can see, friends. So both phones which I'm trying to use right now. So let's see which phone will be able to play the Call of Duty faster and best. And MI11X did show the message first, MI11X phone, that confirm, and later in the IQ7 the message got. So one thing is that both phones do have the different game enhancement options. The one which is present in the MI11X is of Game Turbo, so which is really good useful tools where you will be getting here at the top, as you can see, friends. You can actually see the real-time FPS data and everything while playing the game. So that's really interesting thing. And first let's try with the settings kind of low. As you can see, friends, low and maximum settings I'm trying to use. The reason why I'm choosing this kind of settings is because sometimes we'll be able to get the high FPS meter when you're trying to use this kind of low settings. So let me try to do the same thing in this IQ7 device. As you can see, friends, so even the IQ7 has got the same kind of low and maximum settings. So let me try to start the match and show you the results by turning on the third-party FPS meter. So overall, friends, in terms of the gameplay, both are really good in terms of the overall gaming experience. So both are really good advantages. And one thing is that the MI11X, you can see the real-time FPS statistics, so which is another good thing. And right now you are able to get 79 FPS, as you can clearly see, friends. So if you're using the low and the maximum frame rates, you are getting 79 FPS meter without any problem. You can clearly see. And overall it feels really responsive as well while playing the game. So it's really good. Let me try to continue the game for some time and you will be able to understand. So this is the MI11X which I'm trying to play first, and then I'll try to shift into IQ7 device. And we don't get any kind of vibrations on this MI11X device like the IQ7 which is present. So that is another drawback. So there's not much vibration present at this point. So I wish they could have added the vibration maybe with a software update in this MI11X device. And during my usage with this in this multiplayer, I was able to get, I think, close to 81 FPS, as you can see, 81, 82 FPS without much problem. It should not be that much kind of issue maintaining the 80 FPS. So let me try to start again the game. So let's see. And dual speaker setup is really good in both phones. You'll have a really good experience while playing the game. So once I play in this MI11X device, then I'll try to connect the IQ7. So then we will be able to know the IQ7's performance as well. So overall, it feels really good playing in this MI11X device. So there is not much touch issues happening at this point of gameplay. So let me try to start playing in this IQ7 device. So right now, so one thing, friends, in the IQ7 we do have the option of 4D vibrations, game frame interpolation, and game display enhancement. As you can see, there are plenty of options which are available right now. By using the game frame interpolation, you do get really good, amazing speed. So you'll feel really fluent while playing the game. So that is what I did feel in this phone while I'm trying to play. So let me try to connect the. So right now, as you can see, friends, I'm trying to use the low settings and the max graphics card and max graphics. I mean max FPS, and I was able to get only the 60 FPS. As you can see friends clearly, I was not able to get 120 FPS or 80 FPS at least. Let me try to show you the settings, what I'm trying to use exactly, the graphics. So audio and as you can see friends, low and the maximum. So same settings I used in this MI11X device, and I was able to get 80 FPS. So now let me try to use same FPS meter in this phone. I'll try to test friends, so whether what is happening with this one, we'll get to know the results exactly. So let me try to change the FPS meter to there. As you can see friends, this is a same FPS meter which I'm trying to use in this MI11X as well, as you can clearly see. So MI11X I'm trying to play using the same FPS meter. I think right now I was able to get 60 FPS only, but the game turbo is showing more FPS meter, as you can see friends sometimes. So your game turbo is showing about 92 FPS and 84 FPS, but this FPS meter is showing about 61, and as you can see right now how much showing clearly, you can see the difference. So this is a quick comparison friends between both phones. I'm not sure what is happening. There's some problem with the game turbo, I think so. So that's why there is some kind of issue. So for other users, even they did complain that they are unable to get more than 60 FPS. So maybe there must be some problem with my game turbo software, I think so. So that's why I was able to get this kind of 70 and 80 sometimes. So mostly this third party FPS meter will be pretty much accurate friends. So that's why a lot of users, they did ask me this kind of question, that try to use a third party, don't rely on this game turbo FPS meter, sometimes it will display wrong. I think that is what happened at this point. So I do remember I made a video saying that the phone supports 90 FPS, and a lot of users, they commented below saying that they were unable to get this FPS meter more than 60. So maybe that's the reason. I think mine game turbo, there's some problem with the software, that is the reason. But overall in terms of the gameplay and experience, both were able to play 60 FPS friends without any problem. So now it's time to test with the maxed out settings. So we tried with the low settings and very high. So now let's roll everything. So everything I'm trying to turn on, as you can see friends, very high and maxed out settings. I'll let me do it quickly and restart the game in this phone, in the MI11X device. As you can see friends, I am trying to use very high and maxed out settings in this IQ7 as well right now. So let me try to restart the game to apply the settings. So some people, they say that if you try to restart only then the settings will get applied. So that's why I'm trying to restart both phones. So both phones now, they're set to the maxed out settings. So let's see what will happen in the maxed out settings, so how well they'll be able to perform. So this time the IQ7 did open the game a little bit faster than the MI11X device. So this is a test using only the multiplayer gameplay, and in case if you want the battle royale gameplay, so make sure to comment below friends. Definitely I'll try to do that kind of video on the battle royale as well. So it's a multiplayer, and let's see how well this phone will be able to perform. First I'll try to play the game in this IQ7 device at this point. And one thing, as I said, I did like this kind of gaming experience in this phone, using game frame interpolation and 4D vibrations and game display enhancement. Even after using the game frame interpolation, there is not much frames increased. So maybe the touch response must have increased during this time of gameplay. That is what means. But overall I did like the haptic feedbacks in this phone particularly. As you can see friends, it's very touch responsive as well in both phones. Not much issues in terms of the touch problems at this point. So in case if you want me to play any other game, so make sure to comment below friends. Definitely I'll do my best to post a video on that particular topic. So I'll try to do the battle royale gameplay testing as well later on when I'm trying to do. So make sure to stay tuned friends for that video in case if you're interested to know. So this is a really good experience friends playing in both phones, so you won't feel any issues in both phones. But one thing is that, as I said, I did like the vibrations in this phone, so which feels really good playing the vibrations in this IQ7 particularly, so which is my favorite of both phones. But overall in terms of the gameplay and dropping, so there's no issues while playing in this IQ7 device, and the temperature right now is about 39 degrees and 40 degrees as you can see clearly. And now let's move to this MI 11X device while playing at the high graphics settings. So let's see what will happen in this high graphics gameplay in this phone. As I said, maybe there's a problem with this real time, this game turbo in terms of the FPS meter displaying. That is what the problem, I think so. I wish the MI could have added with the vibrations as well, maybe later on with the next updates. So definitely I'm really interested to try the vibrations in this MI 11X device particularly, so which are really strong enough to provide this kind of feedback while you are gaming. So you can take a look at the real-time FPS statistics. Still it's showing more than 60 FPS only. So let me need to run and show you quickly. So as you can see friends, the real-time FPS, which is kind of, I think it's not accurate in terms of the displaying the FPS statistics. So that's why a lot of users did ask me to try the third-party FPS meter, and which is absolutely correct. Now I am experiencing. As you can see friends, overall in terms of the gameplay it feels really good in both phones, not much problems. So it feels really good in both phones, so no lag till now while I'm gaming, no frame drops. So but definitely I do miss the vibrations haptic feedback in this phone. So if the vibrations haptic feedbacks are there, that would be a really great thing in this MI 11X device. That is the only one thing which is stopping friends for me. So if you ask me, is it really important, I would say it depends upon the type of person to other person. It's because once you get used to this kind of haptic feedbacks, then definitely you will love haptic feedbacks every time while you're gaming. So friends, this is a quick review between both phones, and both are really good in terms of the playing and performance wise. So not much issues in terms of the gaming at all, and the temperatures 40 degrees, so both are kind of close to 40 degrees only, as you can see, not much. And do let me in the comments below friends what are your thoughts, and these are the quick comparisons. I think both phones right now at the moment, they don't support the 120 fps of Call of Duty gaming, and definitely I'll keep on playing the games in this IQ7 just because of this vibration haptic feedbacks which I'm getting. and there is a little bit kind of drawback because the haptic feedbacks are really strong, so there should be some kind of option to decrease the intensity of the haptic feedback. So that is what I am asking for the IQ team. So maybe let's see whether they will be able to fix that kind of knot in the next update. So thank you for watching this video, friends, and see you in the next video. Until then, stay tuned for more updates. See you. Bye.